U.S. stock market. That's a great place to build wealth. But there's risk. You always worry about the risk. And there's thousands of hours, millions of print pages telling you whether you should buy or not buy, not only into the stock market as a whole, which you can do, or individual stocks, which you can do. I'm going to boil this down to you with two very simple indicators that will always tell you whether you should be buying or selling stocks or the market as a whole. And those two indicators are rock solid indicators, and they're so simple, and here they are. Number one, are people working and spending money? And in today's world, that answer is yes. And is the stock market fairly valued? And today, the answer to that question is yes. And let's just kind of talk about those two issues for a moment. We have record high levels of employment coupled with, consequently, very low record of unemployment. There's fewer people not working than ever before. And there's more people working than ever before. That means they're buying stuff. Number two, is the stock market itself overvalued, undervalued, or fairly valued? Today, the market is fairly valued. How do I get to that conclusion? Because if you look at a chart of the S&P, the Standard & Poor's 500 index, you will see, and I can provide that chart to you in a link below, you can see that today the market is trading at the same multiple of earnings it's been trading at for the last 7 or 8 years, since 2014. We've averaged about 21 times earnings. And today, the S&P 500 is trading at that level, meaning that the stock market is fairly valued. Nobody wants to buy overvalued anything, doesn't matter what it is. So today, when you buy into the market, you're buying fair value. Doesn't mean all stocks are fairly valued, however, and it doesn't mean that all stocks are undervalued. That's a different story, but the market as a whole is fairly valued. Now, there's thousands of people that write stories, that have YouTube channels, that tell you using charts and arcane methods of analyzing whether individual securities should be bought and sold and held for minutes, days, months, or years. But it all boils down to this, those two issues. Are people working, and is the market fairly valued? Charts that so many people point to and charge a lot of money to teach you how to use are simply just that. What happened yesterday? We want to know what's going to happen tomorrow. And as much as those Ouija boards want to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow, they can't. But there are clear reasons to understand tomorrow. And we're going to get into that with stock picks, why we're picking the stocks, at what price you should pay for them, and we will also tell you when we believe those shares are overpriced and are due for a pullback. That's what you're going to get here on Frank Abdo's YouTube channel. So stay tuned and listen for the advice, and you can follow it for yourself. Thanks for listening. See you next time.